Have you or do you know someone that's had a maggot actually be alive in their flesh? You haven't? Well, you're about to see one. Since we are missionaries, that means our compound is always flooded with people, which we love because we love serving God. And the people, we just love to see their smiles on their faces, their lives transformed by the gospel. That's why we do these things. So on this particular day, I had a grandpa come to us and he's like, I've been bewitched. My legs is really hurting. I need to go to the hospital right now. This is emergency. And so Sadai comes out and he's like, let me look at it. One glance at the leg and he's like, oh, that's a maggot in there. And I'm like, say what? So of course I had to come outside and look for myself. And I am here to confirm that it was indeed a maggot. So we started investigating. We're like, when did this happen? How long has this thing been in you? We didn't tell him that he had a maggot, by the way, because he would start freaking out. So grandpa starts narrating his story and he's like, one evening I went to sleep and when I was laying down, I felt something bite me and it felt like an ant bite. So I said, I'll look at it in the morning. And the next morning comes and he looks at it and it's a blister. So he's like, oh, okay. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's not so bad. By the third day, the blister had risen and he's like, okay, I got to start seeking some help. Since by the third day, the blister had gotten really big, he decided that he needed to ask for help. So he started asking the community, hey, what should I do? This thing is really hurting me. I can't walk. Like, I'm really uncomfortable. I can't sleep. I can't think straight. So they told him, go to the witch doctor. They know exactly what to do. So he went to the witch doctor and they said, you have to pay a sacrifice. And of course, that's blood. And he's like, well, I don't really want to do that because first of all, that's kind of expensive. So he was not willing to pay for the sacrifice. So he thought to himself, what's my next best option? And he heard that there were missionaries around. So he said, okay, let me go to their compound and see if they can help me. When he came here, Sadai had him sit down and then he started pressing on like the wound a little bit. And he was trying to press right under the wound. So that way the maggot wouldn't dig down because every time he would try to pull it out, it would start digging deeper into his flesh. So Sadai had to put his thumb there and press like kind of underneath. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but you will see in the video. So he pressed on it and then he was able to pluck out the maggot, which came out with a struggle. But when the guy saw it, he like about fainted. He was so scared. He's like, do I have more of them? Like, search me. And we're like, no, you don't have any more of this. Because this happens when a fly lays an egg where someone has peed. And this shouldn't happen again. He's like, oh, actually, my child did pee on my bed. But I thought it had dried out. We're like, no, it didn't. So that's why that happened. And he was like, okay, when I get home, I'm putting all those things out. Although this was unfortunate for the grandpa to feel this much discomfort, it was really just a testimony of how much God loves these people. Even though they don't live the cleanest way, nobody has ever seen a maggot in someone's flesh. That was the first person, and I've been here for so long, and I've never seen that in my life also. God has just been a faithful shepherd over the Karamojong people. He takes care of his sheep like how he promises in his word. And so this moment was also used to glorify God because we ended up preaching to the guy the gospel, and hopefully the seed was planted and God will do the watering. And then besides that, we've also been able to show the video to other people that come here and we're like, hey, you know, it's really important that you shower. You just have basic hygiene and this is why. And we show them like what could happen if they don't take care of themselves. So that's also another thing that we've been able to use the maggot story. I just want to shout out my husband because he's the best and he was just so gentle with this guy and he just does a great job with every single patient he's ever encountered, and all their wounds have healed amazingly. And so good job, babe. Keep going. You're doing an amazing job. Love you. Thank you so much for taking your time to just listen to this story. Make sure you like, comment, and reshare it so it can go further in the algorithm. Okay, until next time, bye.